Hello, good day, everyone. Good morning to you. Okay, so let us start our daily briefing now. So first part, we will take a recap on our previous important economic data. So the first one is it is RBA, Reserve Bank of Australia interest rate decision. So the previous is 0.1%, the forecast is 0.1, and the actual is still the same 0.1%. They remain their interest rate unchanged. Okay, so this one actually brings some leader market volatility to Aussie dollar versus US dollar. Let's take a look on the market graph. Okay, so here we can see that once they release their interest rate decision, the report, okay, the data, the AUD USD rise up here until 40 pips on that time. Okay, so this is the market volatility the interest rate decision brought to. Okay, so let us go back to our PowerPoint. The next one is Switzerland consumer confidence quarter 3. So the previous is negative 6.5, the forecast is unknown, but the actual is 7.8, which is a lot higher than the previous one. Okay, so this one actually did bring market volatility to the USD CHF. So let us take a look on the market graph here. Okay, so we can see that once the economic data is released, we can see here the USD CHF went down from here until here. The bearish stay for a few hours. Okay, as we can see that. So this is news from yesterday. So the second part is let us take a recap on the previous day market volatility. Okay, so the only big market volatility on yesterday is WTI crude oil. So the market volatility is rise. Oh, sorry, it's not rise. I haven't changed it. So it's decline for 270 pips. Okay, so let us read what happened on the market on the WTI crude oil last night. Okay, so oil prices fell for the second day in a row. US oil fell by more than 3% at one time, setting a new low of nearly 2 weeks of $69.2 per barrel. Okay, so as concerns about the increase in cases of Delta variant virus infection overwhelmed the expectations of another drop in US refined oil inventories last week. Okay, so what happened is because of the Delta variant virus infection. So that's why the WTI crude oil fell so much last night. Okay, so for when come to today for EU section, so which important economic data we have to take note, we have to focus. So it's only the EA Euro area retail sales yearly June. Okay, so the previous is 9%, forecast is 4.5, which is lower than the previous. The forecast it will be lower. Okay, so if higher than expected reading, we should be taken as positive or bullish for the euro dollar. So while a lower than expected reading should be taken as negative or bearish for the euro dollar. So when come to US session tonight, okay, so there are few important economic data we have to focus. It's very important, especially the first one, US ADP employment change. This is very important if any one of your client trading, especially gold. Okay, so this one is will bring big market volatility to gold. Okay, so let's take a look at the first one. US ADP employment change. Previous is 692K. So the forecast is 695K. So the data release is at 8:15 tonight. Okay, not 8:30, it's 8:15. So a higher than expected reading should be taken as positive or bullish for the USD. Means what? Means for bearish for gold. So while a lower than expected reading should be taken as negative or bearish for the USD. Means bullish for gold. Okay, so the next one is US ISM non-manufacturing PMI July. So the previous is 60.1, forecast is 60.5. So the data release time is at 10 o'clock tonight. So a higher than expected reading should be taken as positive or bullish for the US dollar. So while a lower than expected reading should be taken as negative or bearish for the US dollar. So we go to the last one, important US session economic data today. So it's the US EIA crude oil stocks change 30th July. Okay, so the previous is negative 4.089 million. and forecast is negative 2.19 million. So the data release time is at 10:30 tonight. So if the increase in crude inventories is more than expected, it implies weaker demand and is bearish for crude prices. Okay. So the second one, on the other hand, if the increase in crude is less than expected, means it implies greater demand and is bullish for crude prices. So if any one of your client they are trading WTI crude oil, they have to take note, they have to focus on this important economic data. Okay. So we go to the last part, the market update for today. Okay. So for today, the resistance level of today is 1815. The support level is 1805. So my personal opinion for today is still will take it as a bearish. Why? So let's take a look on the factors here. So the recovery of the labor market remains strong in the second quarter. Okay. So although the current number of employees is still nearly 7 million less than before the outbreak of the COVID-19. So the total number of new jobs since the beginning of 2021 is about 3 million. Still a long way to go, right? Okay, so service providers are the hardest hit industry and continue to bear a huge burden compared to other industry. Okay, so as companies across the country begin to resume work in full, the leisure and hotel industries have experienced the strongest growth. Okay, so today's ADP employment data may cause market volatility. That's why if any one of your client trading about trading any instrument regarding the US dollar, they have to take note on this ADP employment data. Okay, especially gold. So and the downward pressure on gold prices will increase in the future. It's more likely to increase. Okay, higher chance. So in the day, we will focus on ADP employment in July and ISM non-manufacturing PMI in July too. So let us take a look on the market graph here at right side. Okay, so if the price go down, fell below the pivot line here, 1805 the price. Okay, so we will look for further down to 1800. So if the gold price break through the resistance level here, 1815, then we will move up our target to 1819. So that's all for today. Wish you have a good day and see you again. Bye bye.